Hello amazing viewers, good day to you all. Welcome to my channel. Based on some of the stuff we've heard and some of that stuff we are hearing currently, is it safe to conclude that the APC Tinubu-led administration came for business? It's as if there's a price tag attached to virtually everything. And at large, is it safe to say that the APC came to do business with the lives of Nigerians? Because if you look at the revelation made by, a leader of a terrorist group, you get to believe that they actually came to do business with the lives of Nigerians. And then if you judge by what Senator Ali Ndume said, what Madam Nasir El-Rufai said, and what, they have currently been accused of, then it is safe to say they actually came for business. There is a price tag that has been attached to everything. The other day, Senator Ali Ndume talked about, how much? That's the question they get to ask you if you say you want to see the president. So it means there is a price. Leadership don't get price tag attached to them. Like, I don't understand how we can move forward as a nation, or how a leader will be concerned about the suffering of the people if this whole thing happens to be true. Me, I'm not even doubting it though. I am not doubting it. Coming from a senator, I don't think so. Coming from El-Rufai, that is one of the founding members of the APC, I don't doubt it. All these they are doing has been alleged is not enough. Now we find the APC Tinubu-led administration also being accused of, paying governors from opposition party just so they defect to the APC. Look, as much as I would love for this to be untrue, I doubt if such a thing is not happening. I doubt so. And where it hurts the most is that this thing at the end of the day is going to be taxpayers' money. It's going to be money they have borrowed and still borrowing. Which kind one chance INEC put us inside like this? Because this is clearly the handiwork of INEC. No other person. And here we are today. Every day you hear absurd things. You just hear weird things about the Tinubu administration. Yet we find people defending this. So there is a cash award for moving to the APC. No wonder these governors are bent on moving. No wonder. And then they find excuse beforehand to give just in case they move. In the case of the Plateau State governor, I'm so being pressured, which is just the truth. But he might likely be one of those that is said to be preparing to defect by December. Bayelsa State governor never move. Things really they happen under this administration. Things really they happen. Like I said before, by the time Tinubu's tenure end and they go do some serious auditing, we'll be shocked how much they have looted. We all as citizens will be shocked. I'm going to show you what the media reported about, the fresh accusation against the Tinubu-led administration. But before I get to do that, let me first of all show us this video where the bandits, have actually revealed in a press briefing, though in Hausa language, but I'll try as much as I can, to write, a little interpretation of what they are trying to say, like a summary. Now, they are accusing the government, of being behind the whole thing, which is not new to us anyway. So they are saying, oh, to the people, don't blame us, so it is the leaders. If the leaders tell us to stop now, we are willing to stop and all that. Okay, to tell you, say, this government never ready to fight terrorism. I'm going to show us that video and then we'll be back.
Inda son mu ne mutanen nan ba su zuwa nan su same mu cikin jeji. Tunda an yi lokaci kamar wata ɗaya nan ko biyu in muka ce muna buƙatar ganin mutanen shirye-shirye ta yaya za mu gansu? Ba mu ganin su. Ba su san ina muke ba, ba su san daga ina muke ba. Amma da suka buƙaci ganin mu yau ga mu ga su. Suna jin mu, suna ganin mu. Ka gane zaman lahiya da tashin hankali To, su shugabanni so su ne duka. In sun so a yi tashin hankali za a yi. In sun so a zanna lahiya za a zanna lahiya. Mu dai ba mu da wani ilimi, ba mu da wata hikima wadda za mu yi a zanna lahiya sai sun so. Su yarin duniya hannunsu yake. Su ke jan duniya, su ke yin komi, su ke hana komi. Ko da ake cewa muna yi, ai sun suka so mu yi. Idan ba su so mu yi ba mu yi. Kuma ai ga aya, yau sun kira mu so suke mu bari. Kuma da yarda Allah mun bari daga yau. Haka ne, ku talakayen kun tashi yin kuka, kar ku yi kuka da mu yan ta'adda, ku yi kuka da shugabanninku. Su suka bari muka yi.
This was at a peacemaking, one of those negotiations they usually have in one of the states in the north. You see why I believe that these people will not fight this thing. Whatever it is they came to say in response to what Donald Trump said is just talk, and talk is cheap. In summary, what this person is trying to say is, okay, oh, dear citizens, so we know our leaders, so our leaders know also. If they want to make us stop, we go stop. Oh, dear poor people, do not blame us. Blah blah blah. In that line, in other words, what this person is trying to tell us is that there is a government backing to whatever it is they are doing. Which means some people are truly sending these people on a rampage to go and be kidnapping and be killing. It is not even enough that they are collecting the resources of people. They don't join the one where we say, okay, allegedly some people will be forced to denounce their religion, Christianity. Allegedly, it has gotten to the point where the mineral resources money they are getting is not enough from the illegal mining and the rest business. It has gotten to the point where families are now being taxed. Farmers are now being taxed. Why? Because there are people sending these people on a very stupid, useless mission. And these same individuals are the ones sending people to the street to go and protest why Trump should not intervene. These same people are the ones sympathizing and defending terrorism. Because make it make sense to me how you claim that you guys are the victim. You even say no religious war in the first place. And then you said you guys are the victims. And all of a sudden you are carrying placards and showing support for terrorists. You call them sons and your sons. But they are killing even your own people on a daily basis. And you expect us to be clapping. Please, make it make sense to me. So many things just they go wrong. Till this very moment, nobody is calling him. No wonder I saw on the pages of one on one of the media outlets where they say that custom officers used to give these people rice. Nigeria is a very funny country. No wonder. Let me just show you the video of Uncle Dele Farotimi weighing in on this same, Trump issue and of course terrorism in Nigeria.
Trump did not threaten an invasion. Don't let's kid ourselves. There are multiple evidence of Nigeria going around cap in hand. We've become essentially in the hands of our rulers a beggar nation. The same country that went to stabilize Sierra Leone, stabilized Liberia, is the same one that cannot fight a ragtag army of Fulani extremists and Islamist jihadists simply because persons within his government and his military have compromised his territorial integrity and discounted the safety of his citizens. That is why it has taken a Trump to be breathing the riot act and be telling us that if we won't do it, he will come do it. Let's focus on the fact that we have these problems. Let's leave the fact that we don't like the language of Donald Trump. Let's forget all these attempts at beating up nationalistic fervors. It makes no difference to the dying man in the Benue Trough and in the plateau who comes to save him. You have reported cases such as Yelawata, where you have a military forward operating base less than a kilometer from Yelawata. Instead of engaging with those who killed over 200 Nigerians, they were busy shooting in the air. And then you want that person to bicker about whether it's Americans who came to save him. It is a function of the serial failure of the Nigerian state that we are even having this kind of conversation in the first place. But I am not interested in the nationalistic propaganda that has been coming out in response to Donald Trump's incendiary language. If we will tidy up our homes, if we will do the right thing, a Donald Trump rant will count for nothing. At the end of the day, Nigeria is not Somalia. It's not some small homogeneous community where you can come. There are more nuances to our issues than the black and white that Donald Trump would like to paint it. But the reality is that the irresponsibility of the Nigerian government is what has led to a situation. Our situation might be likened to that of an irresponsible father who has allowed his home to fall into disrepair, his children left them to serial abuse, and then a neighbor who happens to be more responsible, however garrulous you might call him, however much you might deprecate his method, he recognizes the humanity of the children that the father has left irresponsibly to be slaughtered. The man went to he went to Benue. Almost a week after the massacre, he couldn't even be bothered to go to Yelawata. What did he say? Oh, the road was bad. But he could have a party in Makurdi. Please, if that is what it takes, if it will take a madman to speak to our irresponsible rulers, so be it. Or has he lied? And he hasn't threatened the invasion. He said, go and do it or I will do it. Why can't they focus on doing it instead of focusing on I will do it if you don't do it? It was irresponsible for the Americans to talk about gun blazing. But how many times have we gone to ask them to come and help us? And then they can see that we are irresponsible and complicit in the mess we are asking help for. Please, I'm not focusing on Trump's language. I'm focusing on the failure of our own government and the serial failure of the Nigerian state.
God bless Uncle Dele Farotimi for me. This is exactly what I've been saying. If the government had done the needful from the onset, there wouldn't have been a Donald Trump talking about, okay, we will invade or we will intervene if you don't do the needful. The kind of twist I have seen in the last couple of days, you will know that we have a lot of people who hate this country, who love to push propaganda. On a more serious note than plenty. You can imagine where a deputy Senate president is saying, oh, Donald Trump need to apologize. Apologize that what he said is a lie or is the truth. I said the truth is the truth as much as it hurts. What he said, it is the truth and must be swallowed like a pill. We have no option. Instead of them to be pushing people there to go and protest and say, oh, what you are saying is happening, is not happening at all. Is it not better you start taking actions? See terrorists there, they expose them. Yet they still come to assure Nigerians they are going to fight it. I don't see the government fighting this. I don't see the government fighting this. Not at all. If at this point in time, all the northern states where there is a negotiation going on between them and bandits, the president never say, go and arrest all those people there, then they are not prepared. They are not prepared. If at this point in time we've never heard, oh, Gumi is actually sympathizing, and how is he called again, interceding for these individuals, go and pick up that man, then he's not ready. He's not ready at all. Like, I don't get it. Everybody has, almost all of them for that side. Don't twist Donald Trump's statement. Like, I don't get it. What did he say that is not the truth? Is he not giving you time frame to go and handle the matter? Instead, people they carry placard every day, even the ones who they pay, and including the ones who they don't pay, where they no pay, moving with placards to go and tell us how much they love Nigeria. All of a sudden, they are speaking unity. I beg, if they don't feel do anything, maybe they just divide the country, allow Donald Trump to do the needful, or divide the country, let everybody go their way. Everybody will go and protect their own territory. Because we can't all stay here, watch ourselves, and being killed by fowl like chickens. People could just die like fowl every day. To kill human beings is nothing to these people, and the government feel it's all okay. If they had done the needful, it wouldn't have gotten to this point where we have a Donald Trump talking. And even the UK naming 20 states where we say, you know, they safe for Nigeria for you to go. Nothing concern these people, concern the killings. It is always how it's going to benefit them. Loan, purchasing of vehicle, and then of course all this nonsense, silly thing that sure do paint us as the disgraced country, as Donald Trump, describe it. You're going to pay some people. Where is he even head of? And if you go and investigate, I'm sure it is taxpayers' money they are using to give these people. Have you ever heard that they are giving people as high as alleged 250 billion naira if you defect as a governor?
Now, this is according to Sahara, as the Bola Tinubu's presidency has been accused of a massive financial inducement scheme engineered to lure opposition governors and lawmakers into the ruling All Progressive Congress APC. Top source within the presidency told Sahara reporters on Friday that the ongoing wave of defections from opposition parties to the APC is being powered by jaw-dropping financial packages coordinated directly from the presidency and supervised by senior government officials around Tinubu. According to the source, each state governor who has recently defected to the APC got a total package of 250 billion naira. This money is released in two tranches. There is a 100 billion naira grant upfront once commitment is shown, and a balance of 150 billion naira after the formal defection ceremony, one of the sources revealed. So the state governors defecting to APC get a total 250 billion naira, senators 1 billion, and members of the House of Representatives 500 million, he said. Recently, the Enugu State Governor Peter Umba, the governor of Bayelsa State, Senator Daoye Deri, and Delta State Governor Sheriff Oboriwori have all dumped the opposition party PDP to join the ruling All Progressive Congress. Now, this is the recent, expose made by the Sahara reporters, like I said earlier. Now, it's not shocking to me because with this administration, expect anything. Like we've seen prominent figures say, okay, this is what this administration is doing, something we have never ever heard in history. So obviously they came to do business.
Consign APC and Tinubu with good governance. It is clearly not in the dictionary of these persons. No wonder every other day they go seek for loan. No wonder our roads, they are still death trap. Look, this accusation, I cannot tell you I don't believe it. I can't tell you I don't believe it. Nobody today they don't accuse these people. And if you check the weight of people accusing this administration, you go know so they don't just wake up one morning and then bring up these things, cook up these things from God knows where. Nothing concerns these individuals at all. It is about acquiring power, remaining in power, and looting. Nothing else. And then somebody said it's all okay. Tinubu is strategic. Tinubu knows what he's doing. Yes. He knows what he's doing. And what he knows or what he wants is exactly what he's doing. And then those people who are busy suffering and being given data money feel it's all okay. I do not have a problem if it is their personal money, but it is not their personal money because they cannot use their personal money for this kind of thing. I do not even have a problem if all the governors want to move. Where my problem lies is within us, the citizens. Because if we decide that despite the massive defection, these people won't have their way. I am telling you, they won't have their way. Even the governors will be shocked. But how ready are we? I don't see us being ready. If it just ordinary, see common Anambra election here. Anambra election here. Even local government election. Ordinary local government election. You see people collecting gallop and mud. The moment they see us as citizens collecting this thing, they say, yes, the strategy is working. Keep them poor so that whenever you need them, you can easily use them. That's exactly what is happening. It has gotten to that point. 5,000, 10,000. For people where they spend billions on SUV, they will give you 5,000, 10,000, 15,000. You will go and cast your vote. The same thing where Peter Obi they complain about. A young man, you are unemployed, but you go and collect money and go and vote for what will keep you unemployed in the next 4 years. Now we be the biggest problem. We are the biggest problem. And the day we decide to do something about it, that's the day you will see all these people looking for the shortest border to leave this nation. If the airports don't they block for them. Can we please start having sense for once? Can we all start having sense? Our money is being wasted on nonsense. Can we all start having sense? Thank you so much for watching. Please do leave your opinion in the comment section. Kindly subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Click on the notification bell the moment you subscribe. That way you get to know as soon as I publish. Thank you guys for all the love. Thank you so much for all the support. God bless you immensely. Do enjoy the rest of the day and see you guys in my other videos.